Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick give. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
But how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
This crowd, full throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Handoff again. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Love the 3rd down call, throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the 1st.
It's complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Gets the back moving. Williams. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Plows his way ahead. There he goes. The 50. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
And you got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on third and short, getting that next set of downs.
Long way to go on second down. Tight end now in motion. Here's Williams to throw. Working that left side now. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They go right back to their man on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And he made the extra point without problem. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going to take off. Crossing the 30, he's got a lane. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On first down, he got sacked. Now it's second, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked again. Clock's going off. This guy was just poised. He saw a lane. He took off, and not only did he get a couple of yards, he picked up the first down. This guy needs to keep scrambling.
The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Defense in press coverage. Past the 45. On the move at the 30. Running free. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Washington. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
The Huskies have a lot of options on second and inches. They give it back to him. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Throwing, Williams. Caught behind the line. It's Elrich. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Williams will pass. Fires downfield. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll need a bunch on second down. Making the adjustment. Play action with Williams. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running the red zone. It's Carr. And into the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Husky. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just...
It's a running room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms. But the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten pay dirt in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. And he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Williams looking for a man. Rush is on. On the move to the left. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third down, here's Washington. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, that is frustrating for a defense. You have to know, fourth down, this quarterback is going to be a threat to run the football. They got a little bit out of position. He makes them pay and gets a fresh set of downs.
And the Huskies with the 1st and 10. Williams shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Lawson. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Washington. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running to the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Rush right in his face. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Underwood to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Trying to slip through and pick it up. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Right back to the well. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the back. Here's Williams to throw. Buying time to his right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Williams will pass. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
Third down from the gun. Williams. Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Houston Cougars. And it's the Wildcats in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Throwing, Williams. Still looking. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Williams from the gun on third down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Looks it in. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. He lets one fly deep. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Underwood, look out! Unleashes one. Complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quick give. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Again, it's Underwood. Still looking to his right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Bush is ahead. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Throwing, Underwood unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Michigan! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Working that wide receiver screen. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Quarterback changing the play. Sends it back in motion. Lined up in the gun. Williams on third down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Here he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. He'll try to tack on one more. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Play action with Underwood. He lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They're all over him. Trying to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. The give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Keeps it on the ground. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's a give to Washington. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Pulls it. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Pass to 6. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession.
Snags it, and he's open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to establish the run. He's got the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Underwood on the play action. Escapes the pressure going right. Slings it downfield. Touchdown Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Williams throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Lawson. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Husky. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Keeps it himself. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense got it. They're on the run.
It was a golden opportunity on that two-point conversion attempt, but he fumbles. You got to have better ball security. They come away with no points.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
From the gun, hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide right, it's Buchanan. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wolverines! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Right side, it's Carr. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Williams rolls right, fires on the move. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Third down from the gun, Williams. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Williams to throw for it on fourth. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. Get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Flush to the left. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you...
This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Looking for running room. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. For yardage. Turning it on. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball in his hands.